Hey, good Tuesday, everybody. 5 News Chief Meteorologist Skot Covert here with an update on today's severe weather potential. We've had some storms moving through parts of the area. As early as this morning, those are continuing right now across parts of northwest Arkansas. Meanwhile, in the River Valley, not a lot going on at all. I wanted to give you an update while we're kind of waiting on that severe weather potential to begin to materialize with what's changed today, what timing we're looking at for this afternoon, and the potential impacts that many of us could be facing into the evening hours. I just sent a push alert to your mobile cell phones if you've got that 5 News weather app downloaded onto your cell phone. So I'm going to wait just a couple more seconds for folks that are getting that push alert to tune into the live stream here. Of course, we're live on 5 News Plus. That is going to be our one-stop shop for severe weather updates tonight. When or if and when a tornado warning is issued, of course, we'll go on air on Channel 5 there as well. All right, there, that push alert just came through to my cell phone. So let's get started with what's happening right now. Bulk of the activity is in northwest Arkansas. What in the world are all of these maroon boxes? Those are flood warnings. We have seen a lot of rain today on top of a lot of rain over the last 3 to 4 days. Flooding didn't take long to get going, and that's what's happened out there right now. Numerous roads across Benton County have been closed. We have a full list of those that are being updated by the minute as new closures come into the newsroom. That's over on 5newsonline.com. I believe we also just sent a push alert out about that one there as well. These storms are not severe. They're dumping a lot of rain, and they might have some gusty winds, but they're below the severe weather limits, at least as of right now. That's the good news for us. We'll take a closer look into a few of these as they're exiting parts of Washington County, moving back into Madison County. Madison County did see a strong thunderstorm move through earlier. Storm motions on these relatively quickly. Look at all of that lightning that's now passing near Goshen's and Elkins, moving over towards Hinesville, almost traveling just to the south, parallel with 412. That'll be moving into the Huntsville and Japton area, Durham as well in the next couple of minutes. It's not severe at the moment. Let's watch it closely. We kind of are entering into that period in which we would expect that second round of thunderstorms to begin developing. I want to show you what's changed. If you didn't know, about an hour or so ago, we actually got an update from the Storm Prediction Center, and it's not the kind of upgrade that any of us wants. It's an upgrade to a level 3 risk of severe storms. That's out of a scale of 5. So we're now kind of in that mid zone for a good chunk of the area. That extends from southern Delaware, all of Adair, all of Sequoia, southern Benton, all of Washington, all of Crawford, the northern half of Sebastian County, nearly all of Franklin, a sliver of Johnson, western half of, a sliver of Logan, western half of Johnson, all of Madison counties. It's in this orange zone where the severe weather parameters are going to be a little bit higher for us today. That includes the potential of tornadoes. That risk has increased a bit. In fact, that increase is what drove the Storm Prediction Center to upgrade us to this level 3 out of 5 potential. Elsewhere, we're under a level 2, which, while is a little bit lower on the scale, isn't anything to just to shake your head about. We're going to see the potential for severe storms area-wide this afternoon, continuing into this evening. No active watches have been issued for us just yet. I would expect a tornado watch to be issued within the next couple of hours, and that'll probably run at least until late this evening. We'll keep you posted, of course, when that is issued. 5 News mobile app will send you an alert when that is issued. If one is for your location, we'll post it all over the internet as well, and it'll be scrolling at the bottom of your television screens if you're tuning in that way. Let's go ahead and move forward here. I want to take a live look outside because these cameras tell a big picture. You've heard me talk about this before. I talked about it last night. Sunshine's not a good thing today. And unfortunately, when you look into the River Valley, we have a lot of that sunshine. Let me step off the screen here. Notice in Bentonville, Fayetteville, Springdale, our skies are cloudy. We've seen a decent amount of rain today. And while the atmosphere in northwest Arkansas certainly can support severe storms this evening, it's a little bit more stable. Whereas in the River Valley, that sunshine has really drove up the storm fuel today. The atmosphere is likely going to continue to be rather unstable going into the evening. I kind of mentioned it last night, posted on Facebook earlier today. I was concerned more so about the River Valley just because of that instability. Again, I think area-wide we're going to have a risk of severe storms, the strongest of which may very well be where we're at in the 90s right now. 92 in Fort Smith, 90 in Podo. I heard from an emergency manager coming out of Logan County earlier that the temperatures were in the 90s there as well. Dew points, or how much moisture is in the air, in the 70s. That's some tropical air. These are all ingredients that severe storms have to become strong to severe. And you notice the same thing is reflected when we look at how much storm fuel is available in the atmosphere right now. Across northwest Arkansas, there's some, but there's a lot less because we've seen the rain today. Those storms have kind of worked over the atmosphere just a bit. Meanwhile, you work your way down 49, you pretty much get right past the tunnel, and you can see a clear jump in that storm field because of all that sunshine, because of all the humidity surging in out ahead of our storm system. These storm field numbers are in the high category, you'll notice here. You start to even see a few purples out in Sequoia County. That's not necessarily what we wanted to see going into this afternoon. This is what we've got right now, though. There is a bit of a boundary currently draped from Tulsa through parts of the Fort Smith area over towards Franklin County and Johnson. It's really this boundary is that you can kind of see right here. That's where we're going to have the highest potential of rotation. To be clear, I didn't say that's the only place we're going to see rotation. That's just where it could be the highest as of right now. That boundary is going to change a little bit. In fact, I can kind of walk you through some of this. I'll do it slowly. Let's bump out to, well, it's all going to go very fast for me because I didn't set the computer up correctly. Key takeaway is storm field is going to be high out there. It does start to come back down going into the overnight hours. I'll show you that storm risk zone once more. Level 3 in orange, that's including Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Prairie Grove, Muldrow, Salisaw, Vian, Webbers Falls, Huntsville, let's say Coal Hill, Hartman, Ozark, Cass, Charleston's included there. A good chunk of the area. Everyone is going to see the potential of strong to severe storms today. It's just going to be the highest potential is likely right here. When we talk about the hail risk, up to 2 inches in diameter will be possible. Straight line winds, 60 to 70 mile per hour straight line winds will be possible in the strongest of thunderstorms. Sometimes I get the question, and I got it this morning on Facebook, is this a quick spin up type tornado or is this a strong tornado? To be clear, I don't necessarily love the question. I think all tornadoes are concerning. All tornadoes can cause damage. All tornadoes are dangerous. I understand the purpose of the question, though. And with tonight's setup, while we could see both, I think the key takeaway is there could be the potential of strong tornadoes. That's from the Storm Prediction Center. That's not Scott talking, although I agree with them. That's the Storm Prediction Center's words. A couple of strong tornadoes will be possible in this area. Kind of what you're thinking of right now, how do I get ready for this? Just have a couple of ways to receive warnings. There's no reason to be scared right now. There's really no reason to be scared at all. We're going to get you through this. We always get through it together. We'll walk you through it in the calmest fashion possible. Key takeaway for you is you got to take care of yourself right now. Multiple ways to get warnings. Sometimes that's an oil weather radio. Maybe kind of tough to find one of those with the short amount of time we've got before these storms fire off. The cell phone apps are good. Of course, we're going to cut into programming here on television if there is a tornado warning. I did check the programming schedule. I know there's a lot of NCIS fans out there. I take zero joy in cutting into programming. I hate it. But I'm going to have to do it tonight more than likely when those warnings are issued. So just heads up that's coming. Rain gear, and we want you to avoid flooded roadways out there. Already seeing a lot of flooding. There's more rain on the way. There's more flooding on the way. So be really, really mindful of that. Let's see. I think I can walk you through Futurecast here. You can kind of see the timing of that. One thing to notice is even by 10, 11 o'clock, we've still got some strong thunderstorms around the area, the worst of which will be pushing off towards the south and east as a cold front moves through. But the window is really going to open up by about 3 o'clock, and it's going to run through 10 o'clock. That's prime time. Not to say we might not get a strong storm before 3 or after 10, but that's the biggest window in which we would expect some strong to severe thunderstorms. Here's kind of our programming plans here. We'll have a big chunk of the weather team in tonight. We're going to have multiple field crews. The storm chaser is going to be out looking at what we can see from that. We'll be streaming right here on 5 News Plus. The second a warning is issued, and we'll stay on streaming all night long. If a tornado warning itself is issued, we'll fire up the TV transmitter there and break into programming as well. If you have any questions, happy to try to answer those as much as I can. It gets a little bit busy around here, and that's likely going to be the case over the next few minutes there as well. So drop a comment, and if you have any questions, we'll try to get to those as quickly as we can. Take care of yourself out there. We get through these things overall. This isn't anything we haven't already dealt with before. It's our secondary severe weather season. It's kind of expected to have this type of thing happen in the fall. And so the good news is for us, once we get past tonight, we can look forward to some quieter weather the second half of this week going into the upcoming weekend. I'll go ahead and end the live stream right there. We'll see you tonight, I'm sure.